1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
All right, 10:30. Let's look at something we've been hearing about, but we can pretend we know some of these things, or we can listen to somebody who does know some of these things. Like, what is a smart house, Robin? What is a smart home?
I don't have one. I want one.
I want a smart house. Rishi Chandra is on the phone. He's the Vice President of Product and the General Manager of Google Nest. If you're looking at the streaming picture, that's what I have, a picture of the word Nest. I think that's their logo. I hope I got the right one. He's going to tell us how to debunk some of the most common smart home myths and sharing tips for getting the most from technology. This is a topic, I think no matter how old you are, you're still interested in this. You're not necessarily, well, maybe you are still a nerdy, dorky guy like me. But Hey, good morning, Rishi. Thank you for coming on the show with us today.
Hi, Larry. How's it going?
I'm good. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from San Francisco.
All right. Well, thank you for getting up early. What is Nest? What is Nest? Let's just start with that obvious question.
Yeah, so Google Nest is our portfolio of products from Google, which is about building great, helpful products for the home. So whether it be things like thermostats or smart speakers or smart displays or smart cameras, we have a range of products about how we can bring the best of Google and really help provide new ways of interfacing with your home that you've never had opportunities before.
And give me an example how I would use, do I just talk to it? Is that how it works now? I get the lights to come on by just telling them to?
Yeah, so there's a variety of different devices we have. So the smart speakers, I think, is the one we're referring to, where you can just use your voice to actually play music. You can play any artist or album that you want. You can control your home, whether it be controlling your lights or controlling your TV. You can get answers from Google. So instead of, a lot of times inside the home, our hands are busy, we're doing things. Well, now you can just interface with Google using your voice, and we'll kind of respond back to you using all the great technology and capabilities that Google Search has today. So it's a really flexible product about bringing all the great capabilities that Google has into your home in a voice-activated way.
Can we use them in an apartment where we're renting, or do we have to just keep them in a home that we own?
No, absolutely. You can definitely use them in all types of different apartments and or homes. The way the device is used is it's really easy to set up. You just need to plug it in, connect it to your Wi-Fi network, and now you have access to all these great capabilities that Google has. And you can even take it with you. So if you want to move or you need to move apartments, you can actually pick it up and just take it with you as you go. So you don't have to put it inside your home and inside the actual walls of your house or anything like that.
And how does it connect to the devices that it controls?
Yeah, so we connect to almost 30,000 different types of devices that people are buying today, whether it be smart TVs or smart lights or smart plugs. We've continued to expand the types of devices you can control, so you are full in control of automating your house in the ways that you want to automate them.
Do the smart devices have a huge vocabulary, or is it limited and we have to learn how to use that?
We're trying to expand. One of the advantages that Google has is we've been learning a lot about what people ask, and so we believe we have a very, very robust system that can handle a lot of different types of questions. Now, of course, it's not perfect. I think there's things that we're continuously learning on, but we are finding it's a very natural way to interface. Like particularly with playing music, for example, anyone can start playing music, whether it be you or your spouse or your parents or your kids. It's really accessible because voice is such a powerful medium to interface with technology. And so I think you'll find that you can do a lot that you expect right out of the gate, and then we'll continue to improve it as we learn more from how users are using the product.
So if Grandpa wants to listen to Sinatra in the living room and the 10-year-old wants to listen to Taylor Swift in her bedroom, will it play both things?
So depending where your device is, you can play them in different types of rooms. And we've actually tried to make it super affordable, so you can actually put the devices in multiple rooms. So the Nest Hub or the Google Home Mini, for example, is only $49. So you want to put one in your bedroom and put one in your living room and put one in your kitchen. It's actually fairly affordable, and you can actually then play music in all these different rooms. In fact, you can actually connect the devices together to play the same music across all your different rooms.
We see commercials about the smart technology where a person's at work and then they're talking to their refrigerator, and the refrigerator says they have to stop at the store and buy X number of items. How secure is that?
Yeah, so I think there's lots of different types of examples that people use. Like, I don't know if that's the best example where we're using our Google technology. We want to make sure we're providing help for you in the right moments that matter. And the way we secure it is making sure that we are using the information you're storing with is stored in a very secure way, which is how Google stores a lot of your existing information today. And we have really secure accounts. So the passwords people use, we want to make sure that people are using really good passwords, and so we'll validate that as you set up your accounts. And we also have things like two-step verification. So anytime someone tries to access your account, we'll send you an SMS to confirm it's actually you. There's a lot of security that we've built into the product to make sure that you can feel safe with your information being stored with Google.
Oh, that's good to know. I'm looking at your website right now. For those wanting to know what it is, it's nest.com, like a bird's nest. And you have thermostats, cameras, doorbells, alarm systems, locks, smoke and CD alarms. Do you have the device, or do any of these things serve as the device? Do you remember, like, years ago when I've fallen and I can't get up and Grandma had some kind of a thing to call for emergency services? Is there something like that?
Yes, actually, it turns out you can, the smart home devices today, or smart displays, smart speakers, you can actually call out to anyone. You can call out to your friends or family or even businesses. So there's a calling capability right now already in the devices, and you can even broadcast to different parts of the house. So if you want to talk to the device that's inside the kitchen, you can just broadcast your information, or what I use it for is I actually use it to broadcast to my kids to tell them to come to the dinner table and shut off their devices. So
wow, that's kind of cool.
Some people are physically impaired and they have to be in a wheelchair all the time. It sounds like these devices would be beneficial for them also with the voice.
Oh, they're incredibly powerful for folks like paraplegics. So, we announced a partnership with the Christopher Reeve Foundation a couple of weeks ago, where we're going to be donating 100,000 Google Home Minis to the Christopher Reeve Foundation, which works with paraplegics. This technology is so powerful because you can actually just use your voice to get around and do things that a lot of people just don't have the same accessibility to do. And so we see a lot of opportunities where we can help people who just aren't as fully capable to actually get a lot of advantage of the technology, and so they can live a normal daily life. And I think that's where there's such a great opportunity where the technology can really enhance people's lives in ways we never really expected when we first started this project.
And you said the Google Home Mini was $49?
It is only $49, that's right.
Wow.
Wow.
This is amazing.
Wow, that is amazing to me. Where does the sound come from when it's a song, for example, or like an audible story? Does it come from Google somehow? I mean, where does it come from?
So we actually work with a variety of different music partners. So you can either get music from YouTube, but we also work with Spotify, we work with Pandora, we work with SiriusXM. We work with a variety of different partners, depending on where you actually like to get your radio or your music. We partner with a whole bunch of different service partners.
And maybe, and that leads to the next question. Obviously, we're a radio station. Could somebody tune into our station just by asking for it?
That's exactly right. They can exactly do that. So we work with TuneIn, we work with iHeartRadio, which generally gives coverage of every radio station in the United States.
Do we have to register our voice for our personal Google Home Mini, like iPads have facial recognition? Do we have to register the voice for voice recognition?
You have that option. So we have you can do it without registering your voice. You can just use it the product without registering your voice explicitly. But we have capabilities like Voice Match, where we can then personalize the experience for you depending on who's actually interfacing with it. So a good example is when I want to call my mom. When I say call mom, I want it to call my mom versus my wife. When she says call mom, it should call her mom. And so we have designed the technology to work really seamlessly so that we can personalize the information for you depending on who's actually asking the question.
I still can't get over the price. That is so affordable.
This is wonderful.
So does it talk to you like Siri and Alexa? Does it do that?
Yeah, exactly. So it'll talk to you, and then you can interface it with you by using your voice, and then it'll respond back to you using the voice technology as well and using the speaker. We also have a great set of display products, which actually not only can you interface using your voice, but also can actually show you information using the display. And this is where we see one of our favorite features is Google Photos integration. You know, a lot of us take thousands of photos all the time, but we don't really have a place to view them with our family members in a pretty easy way outside of using our small phone. Well, what we've done with Google Photos is we made it super simple. You just pick the people you want to see on this display. We'll automatically filter out the bad photos, and now you just get a constant stream of amazing photos you've taken, whether it be last week or 5 years ago.
Wow.
Anything that's stored with Google Photos, it just automatically shows up. It's really, really a great experience for a lot of consumers because it's the first time you can reconnect with all those great photos that people take with these amazing cameras.
Very exciting, and I know you're doing a lot of these interviews, and you've got to run real quickly. Give us the information so we can learn more.
Yeah, please, if you want to learn more, check out all our products at the Google Store, so store.google.com. And we have a full range of products depending on where you actually want to get help, whether it be saving money with your thermostat. We can do that, whether it be getting amazing photos inside your home or listening to music using your voice. We have a great range of products for everyone to try out.
Unbelievable. That is so amazing. We are entering the new world again. Rishi, Chandra, thank you for sharing that with us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
And we'll be right back.
When you see the Mike Scott Plumbing truck, you know that experienced certified technicians are on the job.